Great week. We're up about 3% on a lot of hopium, to be perfectly frank. Let's review exactly why we've been moving here and what the major issues are today. Just before the open, Mr. Draghi over at the ECB said the risk to the euro area were the downside. Well, that cost us about 10 points in the S&P 500. But more importantly, events earlier in the week are still propelling us. Mr. Powell over at the Fed saying the Fed will monitor trade. Everyone believes there's now another Fed put in the market. Senate pushback on Mexico tariffs. Maybe we can get a deal on the Mexican tariffs. And Mr. Mnuchin, the Treasury Secretary, meeting with his Chinese counterparts at the G20 over the weekend. Hope maybe something will come out of this. You see, this is a little bit of hopium here. Not a lot of facts that we have to go on. But on this hopium, just take a look. We've moved 75 points in the S&P 500. Put the S&P up for the week here. Almost 500 points in the Dow Jones. And that's all this since Tuesday here. And you see that little move down there. That's Draghi costing us about 10, 15 points on the S&P, but still 3% in the week on not a lot of facts. That's pretty good overall here. One reason I think we may be having a little bit of issues is some of the big sectors that had nice moves this week, like the semiconductor stocks, again, kind of running out of steam a little bit. Energy's a little better, but up and down on oil all throughout the week. Banks are doing better. Nothing going on with industrials either. And I think part of the problem is a lot of the oversold sectors on Monday going into the start of the week are not as oversold as they used to be. So take a look at materials, transportation stocks, for example, semiconductor stocks. Put up the next one. You see major markets here moving for the week. Here's another issue that's going on here. S&P 500 is now only 4% from its historic high, and some of the other global markets are starting to diverge. This was about equal a week and a half ago, but now you see Germany is 9% away from its historic high, and Shanghai's been slipping this week. It had a very bad night, overnight down about 2%. So a big divergence here now between the U.S. and Shanghai. These are the percentage from the 52-week highs, not where they are year to date. Elsewhere, though, I just want to note the oversold sectors this week here. If you look at material stocks, transportation stocks, semiconductor stocks, all of those have had a nice bounce this week, all of them up about 7%, 5% on transports, and the semiconductor stocks up 3%. Finally, just noting the IPO today, it is a Chinese education IPO here, K-12 online after-school tutoring. This is GSX. Teshedu, symbol is GSX. That price right within the range that was expected here. IPO's done great this year, guys. Sarah, we're up 30% in the IPO ETF this year. Remember, the S&P is only up 12%. It's been a great start for the IPO market.